Right, so GTA 6 has like a dozen main characters, and every single one of them is either a criminal, a scammer, or just completely off their head. You've got two bank robbers who are dating each other, a conspiracy nutjob, a strip club mogul who is, let's be real, just Rick Ross, and some guy from the original Vice City who somehow still isn't dead. So yeah, let me run you through everyone you're actually gonna meet in this game, and who's worth caring about. And stick around, cause the last few are the good ones. So first up, Jason. Jason Duval, one of the two you actually play as. And Jason's, he's that guy, you know the type. Swears he's going straight, quiet life, chill by the water, no drama, and then like immediately starts running drugs for the worst people in Florida. He grew up around con men down in the Keys, did a stint in the army to try and sort his head out, came back, and just went, yeah, nah, crime it is. He's calm, bit of a softie if I'm being honest, but the bio makes a real point of saying, push him and he snaps. So maybe don't do that. And then there's Lucia Caminos. And yeah, she's the first woman you actually get to play as in a GTA. Took him, what, 20 odd years, but hey, we're here. But forget the history thing for a sec, cause Lucia is not someone you want to mess with. Her dad taught her to fight when she was a kid, so she'll genuinely put you in the ground. She just got out of prison, Leonida Penitentiary, which is actually how the second trailer opens. And unlike Jason, who's kinda just vibing through life, Lucia's got a plan. She wants the money, the good life, all of it, and she'll, like, do whatever it takes to get there. She's the brains, he's the muscle, mostly. Put the two of them together, and it's basically Bonnie and Clyde, right? The whole story kicks off when one easy job goes completely sideways, and suddenly these two are in way over their heads. And here's the genuinely cool part, you play as both of them. Rockstar's letting you switch between Jason and Lucia, and from what we've seen, sometimes you're together, pulling a job side by side, and sometimes you're split up, running two ends of the same mess. Which is gonna be sick, not gonna lie. Okay, so before I get to the rest of the crew, what actually ties everyone together here? So the whole story runs through this massive conspiracy across the entire state of Leonida. And Leonida is basically Rockstar's version of Florida. You got Vice City, all the neon and the beaches and the money, but then you drive like 20 minutes and suddenly you're in swamps, trailer parks, alligators, the whole redneck situation. Corrupt cops, cartels, dirty money, the works, and every single one of these characters I'm about to talk about, they're all tangled up in it somehow. It's messy, it's connected, and it is way bigger than just two idiots robbing a corner store. Right, the supporting cast. And these are great. First, Cal Hampton. Cal is Jason's deeply paranoid best mate who feels safest sitting at home with a few beers, listening in on Coast Guard radio. Yeah, he's the conspiracy theory friend. And in a game that is literally built around a real conspiracy, yeah, something tells me Cal's little tinfoil hat hobby is not gonna stay just a hobby. Then, Boobie Ike. And look, I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking. This man is Rick Ross. The beard, the shades, the whole I definitely own a strip club energy. And he does. Boobie went from the streets to a proper empire. Real estate, the club, his own record label called Only Raw. All hugs and big smiles, this guy. Right up until you owe him money. And remember that name, Only Raw. Cause like half this cast is on his payroll. Speaking of, running that label with him is Dre'Quan Priest. And Dre'Quan's more of a hustler than a gangster. Came up dealing on the street, flipped it into the music game, and now he's chasing that one act that's gonna blow Only Raw up. Basically, he's the guy grinding for a hit. And that act might already be signed. The Real Dimez, that's Baylux and Roxy, two childhood friends who turned, let's call it extortion, into an actual rap career, mostly off going viral. They've had one hit, now they're chasing the next one, and it is so Rockstar to build a fully fake rap duo with a real backstory. They'll probably drop actual songs for these two, put them on the radio, the whole thing. Watch. Then you've got Raul Bautista. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for fresh talent for his next big score, which is almost definitely how he drags Jason and Lucia into all of this. Problem is, his own bio straight up says he's getting more and more reckless with every job. So, a desperate, sloppy bank robber recruiting our two leads for high-stakes heists. Yeah, that's gonna go great. No notes. Next up, Brian Heder. Brian's an old-school drug smuggler, still running product out of his boatyard down in the Keys. He lets Jason crash at his place, in exchange for a little help with the, family business. And he's not out there on his own either. His wife, Laurie, works the yard right alongside him, and the bio makes a point of mentioning she knows her way around a gun. So, yeah, do not underestimate the boat lady. Okay, this next one's for the Day One fans. Phil, as in a younger Phil Cassidy, the one-armed explosives lunatic from the original Vice City. He turns up in GTA 6 in the ammunition ads, and that is a big deal, because it means Rockstar's tying this whole game back to the classic era. Same universe, just like decades earlier. So keep your eyes peeled, because Phil is probably not the only old face they're bringing back. And then there's everyone else, because Rockstar went absolutely mental with the detail this time. First, Wyman, the salvage yard mechanic who'll build your dream car out of a pile of junk. Respect. But honestly, it's the random background people that get me. Like, there's the Leonida Joker, a guy so covered in face tattoos he is legally never getting a normal job again. There's the Thrillbilly Mud Girl, who is exactly what she sounds like, and I love her. There's Gold Chain Guy, whose entire personality is gold chains. There's a dude, and I'm not even kidding, whose whole thing is just grabbing himself on camera. There's a guy filming himself flexing, a girl DJing, some woman just swinging a hammer around like it's a totally normal Tuesday. Rockstar gave dozens of these complete randoms full names and backstories. That right there, that's the level of detail we're dealing with. And here's what makes the whole thing click. Because this isn't just a random list of people. Look how connected they all are. Boobie, Dre'Quan, the Dimez, all under one roof at Only Raw. Brian's the link to Jason's smuggling past. Raul's the spark that lights the whole heist storyline. Cal is sitting on the exact conspiracy the plot's built around. And Phil quietly ties the entire game back to Vice City. So it's not a cast, it's a web. And every single one of them pulls Jason and Lucia a little deeper in. Alright, real talk. Who am I actually most hyped to play as? For me, it's Lucia. Easy. She's got the range, she's the smart one, she's the dangerous one, and honestly, she just seems way more interesting than a guy whose big dream is to relax by the water. But Boobie Ike is who I want to hang out with, obviously. The man's got a club, a record label, and the best wardrobe in the entire game. Jason's cool and all, but Jason's who you play when you want to feel normal. And nobody is booting up GTA 6 to feel normal. So yeah, that's the crew. Two criminals just trying to survive, surrounded by hustlers, smugglers, wannabe rappers, and one guy who really needs to put the radio down. So which one are you actually most hyped for? Let me know down in the comments. And do me a favor, subscribe to Leonida Wire, because I'm covering everything GTA 6 before this thing finally drops. Catch you in the next one.